do you do for money?
I own my own landscaping business.
You own your own landscaping business? Who works for you?
Me.
So it's just you? I'm not gonna knock it. I will accept that answer. What's the name of the business?
It's Ed's Eco Green Lawn Services.
Huh?
Ed's Eco Green Lawn.
Ed's Eco Green Lawn Services? It's just you. Why you name it all that if it's just you? Your whole business could have just been called Ed. It's gonna be Eco Green Lawn Services. They'll never guess that you pull up like, hey, what that? Front yard, backyard, $8. They're like, holy shit. These are Eco Green Services. And then what do you do for money?
I work at a
Okay. The fuck was that? You sound like you just took a rose off of yourself. Oh, that was good. So what do you do?
I work at a credit union.
You work at a credit union? That's what's up. What is it called?
State employees.
State employees? So it's just SCCU? That's what's up. Are you like a personal relationship manager? Or are you like in the window?
Just a teller.
Just a teller?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get businesses like lines of credit and stuff?
No, I just do the transactions.
You just take money and put it back?
Mm-hmm.
Mucho dineros? You know the person that gives lines of credit to businesses and stuff? You guys are friends?
Yeah.
You think, listen, there's this business I know. There's a guy working his fucking ass off. It's called Ed's Eco Green Lawn Services. He just needs a few dollars to hire some more people so that it really looks eco green and not just eco verde. You should holler at your coworkers for your boo. Get him some credit. How long y'all been together?
Almost 8 years.
About 8 years.
Why'd you wait till she answered, fool? She was going, he was like, Ocho. Y'all married?
No. Engaged.
How many kids y'all got? 2 kids. Okay. Okay. Boy and a girl? Okay. Okay. You should just fucking get married, bro. You got a flower girl and a ring bearer right there at your house. Niña, come here. 8 years, 2 kids, and no ring. Nah, that ain't the ring. You know what I'm talking about. Andale pues. I don't even know what the fuck I just said. It just felt like... I think I said hurry up, whatever. I don't know. When are y'all getting married?
Who knows?
Who knows? Hopefully y'all know. You ain't got no date set? This is crazy. Why did you propose? Just to make sure she don't leave? He's like, yeah, fool, I need to buy some time. It's a promise ring. Promise me you won't leave me. You won't have another child. I can't trap you anymore. Do you know where you want to get married? You have no idea. And you're okay with this. You're okay with just no... You're like, fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. I've never heard no shit like this. Chill. People think this is Maury. She cheating. Probably, but we're not going to do that in front of everyone. What the kids' names?
Adrian and Kaylee.
Adrian and Kaylee? Do you speak Spanish? How come nothing you're doing sounds Mexican?
I was raised here.
You were raised here? Where? Rocky Mountain? Stokes? Stokeston? Is that the Mexican, Stokesdale? Is that the Mexican community? No? Are you Mexican, ma'am? Ma'am? Yes. Oh, you're not Mexican? You're white? It's the butterflies on the shoulder for me. I thought you were Mexican. For sure. I was like, orale, you know what I'm saying? And what do you do for money, Gladys Knight? You got on the dress from the Wiz. Move on down the road. Can't tell me nothing but you do. You what? You breed French bulldogs? Damn, you got money. Cause those aren't them other motherfuckers are expensive. How much you be selling your dogs for? You don't even sell them?
Yeah.
How much?
Like 5,000 plus.
5,000? Them little motherfuckers, you gotta watch them though, man. They can't breathe. For real, they be cute, but they be like, you be like, come here. $5,000 to just choke on itself. You be giving CPR to that nigga. Wake up! $5,000! Shit! I can't lose you. You're a down payment. What's the name of the breed in the kennel?
Florida's French Bulldog.
Florida's? Is that the person or you all the way from Florida?
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
What part?
Oh, like Orlando.
Get out of here. And you came up here to visit her?
Yeah.
She said no.
She's from West Virginia.
She's from West Virginia?
She drove here actually here.
To visit other people?
To see you. West Florida.
You flew from Florida to here to see me tell jokes?
I guess I can afford it, right?
Yeah, that's 2 dogs. And y'all a couple over here too? That's what's up. It's mixed couple night. I like that. Look at that. Everybody in the front row mixing this shit on up. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all didn't. This is Black Love? That's your homeboy? That's your brother? You got different moms? I was like, that's not your brother. That brother's my color, sir. And you are Trey Songz's color. We are not the same. Where y'all from, man? You from Chi-Town? That's what's up. Both of y'all? You from New York? Okay. Papa was a Rolling Stone. At least had a train ticket. He was in the military? Oh yeah, there's a lot of that. Fort Lewis right there. And what about y'all two? This is a mom and daughter combination? Granddaughter? Grandmom. Are you from the other side? You from over the pond? What part, where the UK you from? You from England? That's what's up. You came all the way over here for this show? She's like, no, she came for me. That's what's up. What part of England? Oxford? By the school? You laughing. I've been over there. I've been over there. I performed at the O2 and I performed in Leicester. And like the team, thank you. The little town that shouldn't have won nothing, but they won the championship. Them some drunk ass white people, man. You ain't never seen white people party like when they win some soccer shit. Holy shit. They were topless and screaming, hola bayala, hola bayala. And that was the women. I was like, God damn. They allowed to just have their titties out like that? Their team hadn't won in like 300 years or something. It'd be like it was like if the Tacoma Rainiers won the Super Bowl. That's how unlikely it was. A farm baseball team beat the Chiefs. That's how unlikely it was. It was all butt naked. You think white people crazy here? They crazy over there. But they eat beans for breakfast. For breakfast. Black people, could you imagine? With the way our digestive systems, we can't have no milk, one bean, and I'll clear out a library. You telling me they're eating beans with eggs and bacon? Like that goes together? That's weird to me. What? And a tomato, like a slice. That shit is, y'all taste buds is fucked up, man. Calling chips crisps. What y'all call fries? Chips. Fries are chips and chips are crisps. And if you smoke a cigarette, they call that a fag. I was like, excuse me? You having a fag, ain't you, bruv? I was like, hey, man, look, I ain't from here. I put some St. Louis in my shit for no reason. I ain't from her, but if that's what you want to do. Well, I'm glad you made it out, man. And then you set this up. You were like, come on, Mom, we're going.
No, I did.
Okay, hold the fuck up. How did you hear about this shit? You on the list? Talk your shit. But we gonna give you the full black experience this evening then. Yeah, you gonna stop drinking that punk ass Guinness you got. She's like, you got any beer from London? No, tonight you gonna have some Hennessy. Fuck that. We're gonna switch this shit up. You like black men? Yeah? You like them light skinned or dark skinned? She said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what they are. Well, I just want to hook you up with somebody. Look, they both took a drink. Which one of us? Both of they took a drink at the same time. On some nervous shit. Like, which one of us gonna have to do it, Dad? You do it, huh, light skin? You the one? You do it? She rich than a motherfucker. She rich as fuck. She leave $300,000 on your nightstand. He gonna do it? That's what I thought. Hell yeah, you gonna do it. They got a t-shirt and a peacoat. You do anything. You a wild boy. You from Chicago. You made it out. You'll go over there and do it. Long as don't nobody say nothing, nah. You'll come back with an accent. Crikey. That ain't the right place. Well, I've been down under. So I don't know. Are y'all the couple right here? No. You f***ing shit out there, girl. You know. They don't know what they are. They got to sit on the edge of the bed and have that conversation. So we're not going to keep doing this without a title. I need to know what we are. And she's like, get your shit together. It's 2023. So how long y'all been, whatever this is? You scratching your head, man. I don't know if you know your body language. This is some bullshit right here. So did you rob the bank? You going to jail, fam. Since the end of February. All right. So you came in right after. You had to buy gifts and shit. Everybody else did Valentine's. You slid it on February 15th. Hey, baby girl. Savings. And so y'all, that's kind of a while now. You off into the summer. It's another season and everything. Yeah. So you're not her boyfriend yet? What? Yeah. Yeah, you heard me. Don't take a nervous drink. You working through it? I'm going to help you work through it. This is what I do, goddammit. I press fast forward on all the shit. Do you like him? Like a lot? Like you already tell your friends he's your boyfriend, but he don't know? You don't tell him that? Not until he says you can? And what are you, Nigerian?
Yo, how you know, bro?
Because of your nostrils. I'm black too. How do you know? Look at this. What are you talking about? You jumped into here. I'm sorry. That was worse than what you got, though, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. The dude in the cowboy hat's like, get the fuck out of here. You can say this kind of shit. God damn it. Not since I was in Rocky Mountain if I said some shit like that out loud and everybody was all right with it. Ain't that bad? You mean, how did I know you're African? Are you kidding me? Shit. How long till you get your degree and become an engineer or doctor? That's the real question. What do you do out here?
I have my own catering company.
Catering? Making food for white people?
Not food.
What do you cook?
Everything.
Everything. You make pinto beans and rice? If they want it, huh? You're like, shit. And they're like, where's the girl that dropped our food off? You're like, my girlfriend?
We just chilling.
You just chilling?
Yeah, we working through it.
What is there to work through?
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. You know?
Let's talk about it. Have you not seen TikTok? We're going to discuss your life. I'm going to destroy you in the process. We come out the other side, you'll be a couple. Okay? It can't be that bad. Yeah, so what are you holding out for? What's the 2 reasons you ain't made her your girlfriend yet?
What?
Talk to me like she's not here.
Say one more time. I ain't
The
hear
2 reasons that you ain't wifed her up yet, bro.
you.
Because he's nervous, ma'am. He's the worst. He's like, what'd you say? Huh? What? Oh my God. Yeah, so just
Cautious, you know.
cautious. Oh, your heart? You're worried about your heart being hurt? She didn't hurt you before.
I know that.
So let that shit go. Don't be an asshole with baggage. Remember that one time you did a catering job and they didn't pay you what they said they was gonna pay you? But you remember.
Nah, they always pay me
Why?
because I say so.
Be that confident with your love. Tell your heart. Tell her, I'll beat your ass if you hurt me. You gotta work it out. That's some gangster shit.
I'm not that Nigerian.
You not that Nigerian? Okay, yes, you are. Your earrings are dangling. You are definitely that Nigerian. His earrings are literally shimmering in the light, dangling like he picked to go to Queens. And then how come you ain't with him? Because he bullshit.
No.
She pointed at you like, ask him why I'm not with him. What's the second reason?
Second reason, I mean, I don't know. I'm just focused on like business, my job, and trying to make sure I can be stable enough for a family.
No. Put the cart before the horse. I'm just trying to get you a title. Brought children into the world. I get that that's a step, but you ain't got to jump 10 steps up the stairs.
I don't date just to date. I date for a reason.
Because you're that Nigerian.
I already got my green card though, so we good.
Could have been with her and had it. You like him enough for all the shit he talking about? All right, you guys go together now. Today is your anniversary. June 18th. June 18th, my brother. Do you hear me? Relax and enjoy the show with your girlfriend. What are you drinking? I'll get you something to celebrate.
I'm drinking Blue Moon, she's drinking the Sunset.
Okay, you're both gonna have Hennessy's. Let me get 2 Hennessy's for the African and the whatever she is.
Puerto Rican.
You Puerto Rican? Yeah, y'all kids gonna be fast and they're gonna be dunking and Atabe Binde. They saw me. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Good night. No, I'm just. I did what I came to do. Is there another stool? This one ain't shit. I can feel it wobbling. Black people don't do. White people. It's shut up. He was like, facts, my brother. Do you want? I do not cheat, baby girl. You can't cheat. I hope you know. You can't this up. I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to protect your heart. And safety, because Nigerians are crazy as a. You'll be driving on the freeway and he'll be running next to your car. Your car like a car. You see the power die out your Tesla. Like, what the fuck? I had a full charge. That's funny. He running next to the car on the freeway. He's on a giraffe back. That's a blow dart for the people that know. I don't know why I did that. It's low hanging shit. I'm sorry to make an African shoot a blow dart. That's f***ed up. Where were you born?
I was born here.
But you needed a green card?
No. My dad did.
Your dad needed one.
Yeah.
Now, I could be wrong.
You are.
Okay. But a few minutes ago, didn't he say he needed a green card?
I don't need
No. I'm asking the lesbians. Don't nobody argue like a lesbian. They don't argue every night of their life. They argue with each other for sport. They don't even care. They're just arguing. Didn't he say? He did. So now he bullshitting. He's gaslighting us. No, he was like, I needed a green card.
She's right. I ain't got that.
Okay, hold on, lesbians. Now that we have new evidence into the court, did he say I already got my green card or I needed my green card?
I and green card were in the same sentence, so.
Okay, you're going to jail. We're not gonna take another wave at it. Is this a double date? Okay. Did you guys sit diagonal from your people? So you married to him. That's what we're doing. You like Black Santa Claus. A gay Black Santa Claus. He's like, ho, ho, ho. You're like, oh, what the fuck? You're like, my bad, I thought that was a chimney. You didn't leave me no cookies. So that's not your man, that's crazy. I appreciate you playing like that. Which one is your gal? Okay, all right, and then this is your lady. Now, I don't want to be an asshole, but I thought you guys had sat diagonal from your person just off skin tone alone. So who's been married longer? Okay, how long y'all been married?
19 years, almost 19.
I know y'all been married a long time. 19 years. It's not the way you said 19 years that made me believe in you. It's him saying, go ahead, and then you going ahead. Like, go ahead, you say that shit. She was like, 19 years. What you gonna say about us, motherfucker? Me and Harold, we been in love. And then how long y'all been together?
Together, 20, married 3.
You've been together for 20 years, but married for 3? Now, why were y'all together so long, but not a couple married?
We had 6 kids together and make sure we liked each other still.
You had 6 kids together, and you wanted to make sure you liked each other still? You had 4, he had 2, and you so 6 combined. Okay, and you wanted to make sure the kids was cool?
No, I wanted to make sure we still liked each other after they left.
Oh, so everybody out the house. So this brand new then. Y'all getting to know each other all over again. Hell yeah. Y'all be fucking? Huh? Answer me, sir. You can't see her face, but she was like, oh yeah. We be fucking. We be fucking. He was nervous all by himself. I can't answer this question. What the fuck? And so, which one of y'all is going to last longer?
Neither of us are going to have fun.
Oh, shit. That's not what I was looking for. What I was asking was, are you two going to last longer than them? And what you answered was, he said he going to kill everybody. She said, he said neither one of us gonna make it out alive. Well, goddamn, sir. That's a very white answer. White love is different. For real. For real. No, for real. God damn. Like black people, we love, we'll kill another motherfucker to keep you safe. But you ever had pecan pie? It's worth sticking around for. White people crazy. They'd be like, I love you so much. If you break up with me, bitch, you're going in the wall. I'm not gonna kill you, but you're just gonna be in the wall. I'll put a hole in there, I'll slide sandwich meat through. I love you. Like, where were you when he said that? Was it a joyful moment, or was it during the argument? If that was during the argument, I'm sure it stopped right then. Like, you'd be like, I'll leave this motherfucker. You think I need you? He was like, bitch, neither one of us make it out of here alive. Be like, let me go ahead and wash these dishes then. God damn. Shit, you always get too carried away. Shit. I'm sorry, Huey. What was the context that he said that in? During the argument? What'd you do after he said it? You just went and mowed the lawn? You calmed down right away, huh? Well, I know I would chill the fuck out. But you gotta be careful now, because she's a woman. Women are planners. She's been adding a little bit of poison to every meal for 3 years. Even on your good days together, she's like, because it ain't promised. Then you at the doctor like, I don't know what happened, doc. You know, we did blood tests and says you've been eating poison for 3 goddamn years. You got anything to do with this, Veronica? Motherfucker told me neither one of us gonna make it out alive. I'm gonna make it out alive. I don't think you're alone though. I think a lot of men be thinking like that. You do too? Y'all talked about it? He told you last one. It might have been wild, but I told her neither one of us is gonna make it out alive. You bullshit, I just finished telling my girl that same shit. How about you mine and I'll yours? That way we get away scot-free. Then we can be gay like we really are, you know. Thank you, Black Santa. You work at? Used or new? Service? Like you work on cars? You're the manager? Give me $20. So you guys are married or just fucking around, or what is this? You're engaged? How long you been engaged? I don't usually pry. Something told me he's bullshit. I asked him what they were. He was like, shit. I asked her, oh, we're engaged. How long? 6 years. That's how she looked at him. Get his ass. The fuck are you waiting on, man? That's your wife. Jesus Christ, you work a service every day and won't have a wedding service. You better be clear, because you've been engaged for a year, but you've been fucking for 6 years. Got it. All right, that's not as bad. You on some black people shit. Black people be engaged hella long. Your kids be like, when are y'all getting married? Fuck. Make mommy a mommy for real. How'd y'all meet? At the service? She came to get some service done? You're like, your radiator will be here in 2 weeks, but some dick can be here tonight. That's what you need. It's got a Hemi in it. You worked at Taco Time together? Wow. And then he left? So you guys were together at Taco Time? 6 years ago? How'd you holler at her? Like, how'd you holler? Oh, how did you engage in the conversation? I'm sorry. You didn't understand. It was too black. How did you first initiate contact with this young lady at your occupation? She shot her shot at you? Okay. What'd you say to him? You got his phone number and then you just called him and talked to him? That's not what I'm looking for. What I want to know is, how'd you get his phone number? You walked up while he was making tacos like, yo, Bryce. Is your name Bryce? You look like a Bryce. What's your name, bro? Mark? Okay, Mark, yes. All right, well, so, what'd you say to Mark? You got his Snapchat first. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna repeat that for everybody, because that shit was getting a little, I will find you. She said, I got his Snapchat first, and then I was like, hey, this would be easier if I had your number. So then I started texting him, and then I would call him, and I would talk to him, and then I would drive home, and like I knew where he lived, and so then like I was in his bushes, and then I like, he would be lonely in the house, so I'd smush my up against the window and drag it down. And one day I caught him outside trying to figure out what bird shits in long shiny lines like this. And that's when I popped out the bitch. I was like, Mark, X marks the spot, Mark. Come get some, put down the taco. You like tacos, right, Mark? Here's a pink one, Mark. Come get a pink taco, Mark. I can't f*** you. We work together. I quit. Don't even worry about it. I'm leaving before you. We're going to be in a relationship. Had him outside his window like, slugs go up glass? So Mark and Chelsea, Lauren. I hope you guys get married and you last forever. Yeah. Do you like her back as much as she likes you yet? No. You're a piece of shit for those first few months. She told you she likes you. You were like, you still hear about it? She tells you like, motherfucker, I used to hide in your bushes. She tells you why you're inside, huh? I used to hide in your bushes. That's what you gotta do, fellas. If you got a stalker chick, get with her. Fuck it. That'd be the best sex you ever had. She'd be like, your mom's middle name is Annette. Like, how the fuck do you know my mom's middle name? I don't know. It's an A. I just guessed. Your brother lives in Connecticut. Ladies, if there's somebody that wants to fuck you, let them do it. Let them do it when they want to do it. Women be f***ing the dick up. When we show up, dick hard to mother. Shit. As soon as I get in this door, I'm about to blow this motherfucker back out. She opened the door. I got popcorn. I got candy. We're about to watch 3 movies. Be like, hold on, man. It's gonna be a little while. Let them get the pussy when they want the pussy. Women be worried about giving you the pussy and then you ain't gonna call back. You ain't gonna show up no more. But that's counterproductive. And you give him that pussy, he'll be back. Right? He'll show up at your door. Open up, bitch. It's taco time. It's already unlocked. The Apple tag in your car went off. I knew you were on the way home. What up, beautiful people? It's your boy Nate Jackson. This is another episode of Opinionated, which is a podcast. I mean, the name is Opinionated because my name Nate is in the goddamn word, okay? Mm-hmm. And I share my opinion on things, but in general, this is where I talk to people who are experts in their field or people who are up and coming or people who have already started on the path of following their dreams and bringing things to fruition. So today, my guest is a trendsetter, a waymaker, a Seattle socialite, an author, a social media genius and creator. Hey, yo, Renee.
What's good with you? That was a lovely start because all that is true, my friend.
Yeah.
So
also, you have a book called Cruel
Tenderness.
Cruel Tenderness.
Mm-hmm.
So she's an author. When I said author in this, so that's what I mean. I don't mean she's just putting good captions under her posts. I mean she has a real book, and we're gonna get into this.
Mm-hmm.
So how long did you sell dope? No, I'm just playing.
I can't answer that question.
No, what if a nigga went at you like that? Like, that's not what we said we was gonna talk about.
No, hell no.
This is what I want to know, right? Like, I'm a creator as well, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm doing stand up, but you may not know my history with sketches and all that kind of stuff, but it's rich. And what I want to know first and foremost is about your motor, right? Like, why are you doing this?
I think you know why we're all doing it. What's the outcome? We trying to get a good jug. If you don't know what jug mean, that's that money, that money, right? So eventually I do want to get into like acting. I want to do that type of thing, but I really want to get into screenwriting. So I write all my scripts, all my things that I do on my TikTok, all my sketches, skits, whatever. I'm the one who writes it. I'm the one who creates it. So my motive is to eventually be the next Issa Rae type shit. You get me?
Shit.
You know? I want to eventually do that.
So when you say you're screenwriting, what is that process?
that process to me is like, you just got to think about what you're about to do off the fly. Like, what is DeMonte finna say? Because one of my characters' name that I'm really popular with, like Mama Dia, is DeMonte, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much what's DeMonte about to say, what's my extras finna say, is just writing that process, breaking down every scene and just doing it like that. And I'm more off the top of the dome. Like, I come up with that shit. The day I say I want to record, I'm going to record something.
Right.
So I just come up with it, you know?
That's beautiful. Now, I want to know about the technical process, though, right? Like, a lot of times people will see the content and be like, I bet she's a fountain of creativity. We get it. But they don't understand the concept of going from I got this great idea to you're writing scripts for this, then casting people who in the Northwest is a ridiculous challenge to get people who could just fucking stop looking at the camera and act. And that are serious. You know what I'm saying?
Or getting the motherfuckers to show up, okay? That's the main thing, you know?
My God.
We
they're not serious, but you're making serious noise and numbers. We're in an area where you aren't surrounded in content creators, right? Like, I lived in North Hollywood for 12 years. I know what it's like to show up to a house and 20 other content creators are there with their cameras, other outfits, ready to act. Who got an idea? Let's get it. Like, literally, Sketch House was that. And we don't have that here, right? And usually it's like minds and like attainments bring together people who work together, and then success becomes, it's a microcosm of all of that. You out here just like, bruh, I'm in a desert alone.
I'm thirsty.
And I'm trying to make it work.
I'm trying to make it work.
Right. So I just want to give you that, give the viewer or listener that as perspective. It's not a situation where she's got 14, 20 people around her that get it. She gets it, and she's demanding excellence from those around her. Right?
Yeah.
And you might look at a clip and be like, this is a little hood, or this is a that, or that. But it's from her mind. It's DeMonte. It really is, it's an embodiment of, for lack of better words, a Seattle nigga, a Seattle pimp nigga.
A Seattle pimp nigga, a Seattle nigga. And that's the thing, a lot of people here don't know about Washington because they just think like we're hella white. Just white people and walking their dogs and Starbucks coffee. That's all they think about.
Don't know
so
there's a real culture here.
There's a real culture here. There's all that different type of stuff. So I even feel like with that, it's like I'm just, like you said, I'm just trying to create it. I'm trying to make people uncomfortable in these spaces. Like, get out and do it. Like, I just did a sketch with my little sister. We were in the store. We got approached by a Karen, and I had to tell that bitch, back up. You getting in the way of me trying to get big, because, people aren't used to it. Versus, like, if I was in Atlanta or Hollywood, someone would put that shit on, get to being like, what I got to do, what I got to say.
Right.
So it's just about, I feel like the more I bring to the table, the more people will see. So I feel like I just got to make people uncomfortable, ask people who want to be in a skit who never really felt like they could, because over here, people give a fuck about what people think.
A lot.
They care too much. But when it's like, come on, man, like, we just trying to create. We trying to get up out of here. Stop caring about what people. It's a sketch. It ain't that deep. Like, let's just, So I feel like it's just about me doing it, just pushing it, making people uncomfortable and getting in that space regardless of it. Like, kind of what you were saying, You're
trying to make a new normal, at least around you.
I'm trying to make it a new normal. I'm trying to get people to see that we could have Hollywood here. But people think like you got to go out to LA to create that Hollywood, go to Atlanta to create that black Hollywood. And it's like, we got it here. We just got to put in the work. We got to all work with each other. We got to have the comedians, the producers, the videographers. We have the screenwriters. We got to have all that. We just got to really follow up and not be like, we going to link up and you don't link up.
Well,
we be bullshitting.
Let's back up some. Right? Couple of things. One, you're writing scripts and screenwriting these sketches. The technical process for you is what? You're opening a laptop. You're on a desktop.
I'm on my phone.
You're on
I
your
go
phone.
to my notes and I write them in my notes, and I just.
So
go.
you're not using a script writing software.
No.
Are you familiar with or versed in writing scripts that look like scripts?
No. Well, sort of, kind of, because I wrote my book. So I feel like I just do the dialogue, and then after I write my dialogue, I would write the action in which someone's doing. So say, like, I told you to be like, this shit is crazy. And I told you to cough after, I'm going to put cough. Like, I'll do, like, shit like that. Do I know how to really do it, like, went to school, how to really knock it down? No, I'm just doing it.
You don't
like,
have to.
Yeah, like, I'm just doing it. That's how I'm doing it.
Went to school.
And who could do it for me?
Robert Rodriguez is a fantastic director, and
his motto for learning how to be a director or videographer or anybody who's shooting and creating content is to just start.
Yeah.
He's like, you're going to be trash in the first place. So just start.
So I just started.
Which is good. But it's easier to guide you into the right format than to get you to try writing at all, right? Like you said, you got the dialogue and then you got like the direction in regards to, cough, right? In screenwriting, you want to, writing and directing are two different jobs.
Yeah.
You're doing both, so you have the liberty to be like, cough right here.
Yeah.
But if you were just the writer and there's a whole nother director, that looks different, right? So instead of dialogue and then the direction, you would put literally the scene direction, describe the character, time, place, date, where they're at, right?
Yeah.
You would say interior, cafeteria, day. So now we know we're in a cafeteria and it's daytime. So maybe there's light coming through the window, right? Then you say janitor is sweeping in the corner. Del Monte walks in and his throat's irritated by the dust that's kicking up from the person sweeping, and he says, "Hey, where's my money?"
Yeah.
Right? An actor would read that and be like, "Okay, he's irritated, his throat hurts, there's dust everywhere. I'd probably cough."
Yeah.
And then they make that choice. Right? Now, here you are casting your sketch. You got 10 DeMontes in line ready to come in here, and you know the ones that are the better actors right away because they all cough when they do theirs.
So you're saying it more like a natural tip. For me, I feel like I'm the one acting majority of the time.
Yeah, but
and
you're
then
still giving direction to your extras.
Yeah, I'm giving my extras my
you're
directions.
even calling them extras, and they ain't even extras.
Yeah.
They're other actors.
Look, I make majority of my content with my little sister.
Right.
So-
but even that, so it's you as DeMonte acting with another actor.
Yeah, and I'm directing them to do everything I want them to do.
Right, but an extra is the third person sitting at the table behind y'all. Right now, you're using real people as your extras.
Yeah.
It's just a white lady eating behind you, and she don't even know she in your shit. That's an extra. Because if you're on a big set, they go, extras, action, and then everybody start walking and moving and fucking with newspapers. And they're like, main characters, action. Sound speeding, action. And now the whole set is like, cut. 50 niggas in the back that didn't even matter to what was going on the screen all go reset and go back to their bench or go back to their corner, and they all wait for the next action call when they come back out and try to make it look natural.
Well, anybody I'm working with, I'm telling them what to do. The extras, I guess those are just people around and whatever. But anybody you see have a line or you see that plays an important role, I fed it. I told them to do it. So as far as like the extra deep, I feel like, I haven't really got that much into it. But anybody who's in my skit where you see them have a role or you feel like they played an important part, I fed them that. I taught them like, you need to have this body language. You need to say this. You need to do this.
Yeah, you got a vision.
Yeah, I got a vision. So,
and I'd like to say this. From what my experience is, and I'm a network actor, that vision you have to, one, protect you at all costs. Two, feed whatever fire that is that's burning you to continue to have that creative spirit and just continue to nourish that, because there are entire production houses that got all the best cameras, the best directors, the best sound, the best everything. And what they don't got is somebody who got the content and a vision for how they want to see that content play out. That's what makes Issa Rae so priceless. You know what I'm saying? You think the first time she freestyled in that mirror was on the show? Hell no. She been doing that shit forever.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. That's why I feel like even for me, like you said, like what did Young Thug say? I had the plan, I had the vision. I just need that. I just need a platform. That's how I see it. I got the plan. I got the vision. I just need the platform. I just need the cameras. I just need the sound. I just need I'm gonna tell you how I want my shit though.
Right.
So I feel like
but okay. But this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
What you have is way more rare than what you need.
I know.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like there's tons of camera stores. There's tons of, you can get on B&H and order you can order cameras until every dollar you got is gone and still ain't got nothing to shoot. Okay? So good cameras, good setups. Yeah, the setups and all that, it feels more rare here because our industry up here is software developing. It's not film and movies. But the ideas and the content itself is king.
Period. Yeah, I know.
And it ain't even like Drumline. You seen the movie Drumline?
Yeah.
Where they talk to each portion of the band and they're like, we're the horn section. We're the heart of the band. And then they go to the next person. We the drums. We the heart of the band. We the snares. We the heart of the band. No. There's no delusion here. Content, the creator, the idea, and somebody with a vision be like, no, that's not how you need to come through that door when you come through that door. Right?
That's the heart, yeah.
That is the heart of this.
Yeah, I know, I really see that. I truly am a fly-ass motherfucker. And I just feel like, I'm going to execute that and I'm going to do that. And I feel like you said, it's really rare. Because even when you watch TikTok and stuff, the reason why I feel like I've been even noticing coming up in this game that as far as like how to profit off of it, right? And to me, it's kind of like if you don't have that rare content, you can't make a profit. Versus the people who just do the dancing and do all that. Like, that's not creativity. You're just using a sound and you're just copying somebody, right?
It's a bunch of shit you procured.
Yeah.
You're a mimic.
Yeah, you're just a
doing 10
mimic.
dances
You need the
practiced
reality.
to a song another person made.
Another person
You did
made, so
fly
it's
with
like,
it, but you didn't make the beat. You didn't make
Make
the song.
nothing.
You didn't, make
You
the
didn't do
lyrics, You
nothing.
didn't make the dance. You just press record, put on
and
an
I feel like
outfit.
that's what today's problem is too, and why there's a difference between being an influencer and being a real content maker. I think an influencer and a content maker is
content creator for
content
sure.
creator are two different things.
I think so too.
I think
the same way I think there's a difference between a comedian and a social median.
Yeah. Social media is the skits and all that.
whatever,
So what is your definition of a comedian and social median?
A comedian is somebody who does stand-up comedy.
Okay, and a social median is what?
Somebody who does social media posts.
Like skits. And like
social media posts.
Okay.
A stand-up comic doesn't have the liberty to be like, I don't like how that came out. Let's do it again.
That's
social
that's
media
true.
can take 3 days
takes.
of shooting the same take to finally got it. Now edit that in there and post
That's true. That's true. As I've been coming up and I've been getting the opportunity to do like acting gigs, and it's like, damn, even for me, it's like when I'm doing my skits, I could be like, do that over, because I'm a perfectionist too. So when I'm doing my content, if you don't do it right, you need to do it again, anime. You better do it until you get it right. You hear me? So I'm kind of like that. So I've been blessed to have the opportunities where I get to act, and when I'm like, do it again, I'm like, damn. I'm having to do it over and over and over and over and over. And you're like, that's the luxury you got being a socialite versus probably doing stand-up too. Because I've been trying to get into stand-up as well, stand-up comedian, like trying to be a stand-up comedian.
What effort have you put into becoming a stand-up comedian?
Man, I feel like, I'm going to be real with you.
Okay.
My first effort was me going to like a comedy show, just seeing how it is to be a comedian. I'm going to be real with you. I'm a shy person.
That's fine.
I feel like the only reason why I haven't went up there is because I'm a shy person, and I think I'm afraid about that was corny as fuck. Sit down. I'm afraid about that, but I feel like I got to get out of my head and I just got to do it and perfect it. But also too, just studying like the Cat Williams interview.
You studied that?
He was dropping gems. I feel like outside of all this shit he was talking, that man was dropping gems about how to be a real comedian.
What would you say was a gem from that?
A gem for that is having multiple sets. We do not want to hear the same entire set. You feel me? Like you go to someone's set and you don't watch a YouTube clip and you like, I heard that joke before. Even though that was probably one of your best jokes, you need to have multiple sets. Another one is just having a good, strong set. Like, no one wants to hear you stumbling and mumbling. You need to be rolling and you better practice that monologue. I don't know what you did, but it better be flowing and going where you're not trying to think. You feel me? That was something he also said, and just listening. One thing he said is when you're doing your comedy and listening to those who's laughing the most, what joke hit the most, because that's the joke that you could probably reuse and add on until you got that perfect set where each laugh is, that was the one, that was the one, that was the one, that was the one. And studying the people that you're watching. Like when I went to, shout out to you, Nate Jackson Comedy Club in Tacoma.
Oh, you went to Super Funny?
Yeah, I went to Super Funny. It was lit. And just practicing, watching those comedians, like, you know, watching their sets. What are they saying? Are they really that funny? Peeping up my competition. Like, if I got on the stage, could I roll with them? Could I sit them down? Because it wasn't that good to me. And was it good to the crowd? So I feel like he was dropping some gems. He was talking some shit, but he was dropping some gems. And I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to study, you know?
So my interpretation of the Cat Williams
Let me hear yours.
comedy special that took place on Club Shay Shay podcast
Comedy.
is that there was a lot of truth. I also feel like the person that watched it and felt like they learned a lot about the comedy industry, if that was your vantage point, that you've been disconnected from comedy further than you think.
Yeah.
Now, as I say that, I just imagine every barber and every person that's ready to argue be like, "Nah, I'm a comedy fan. I know." So when he said and that, it's like, but if you were really in comedy and really in this, then he didn't say nothing we ain't know already. We knew this about, like, Cat came out and he wanted to correct the record, set the record straight on stuff from 1996, 97, 98, 99, and about 15 years of Kevin Hart's rise to being at the top, right?
Yeah.
Like, everybody that's getting the most money on the road right now outside of theaters, like the top 7 acts in theaters, haven't even been doing comedy as long as he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's arguing about a joke that was said in 96 or 97 that played on Kings of Comedy in 99.
Yeah. We was doing that.
I was 16 watching that.
Yeah.
And I'm 40. I was 16. We're talking before I even got into comedy. You gonna tell me Desi Banks, who's been doing comedy 3.5 years, or B. Simone, who's been doing comedy 3 years, or maybe they got 5 years or less, that it doesn't change. It doesn't set the record straight for nothing that's new that's been happening. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I don't think he sets his record straight for nothing that's new. So for
nothing even relevant.
For me, I feel like people who aren't in the comedy game. So for me, I'm not in the comedy game yet. So I feel like me doing stand-up, so me hearing about the multiple sets and stuff like that. For up and rising comedians, I feel like it's different versus the B. Simones and the Desis.
Yeah, but I would say that you picked up the right parts of what he put down.
Yeah.
Okay. For the people who their top 10, let's say, comics just got shuffled up because of that, they had an idea of who they thought was the GOAT or whatever, and after watching it, like, nigga, Cat Williams, the GOAT now. Bruh, what changed? You can follow the money and see who been getting
I
it
think
bag.
it's about copying.
You can follow I get that too.
Copying,
That's fine too, but you talking about one bit, right?
Yeah.
You talking about one bit.
But there's been more coming out. If you've been watching TikTok, I
There's
don't even want to
all
say
kinds of
this.
jokes.
There's all kind of jokes that I feel have been refiltered.
tell
Have you
you
seen the one
something.
with the Bernie Mac one?
The little boy?
And the little boy?
Yeah, but
And it's like, dang,
Yeah.
that's really what's going on.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Bernie been doing comedy for 30 years before he was on Kings of Comedy closing out with that joke. So how do we know the little boy's uncle didn't see Bernie in Chicago,
And
take
do
that
it.
joke home, do it at a family reunion, and the little boy take it on the stage, right? Or how do we know it's not just like a dad joke that's just been in circulation for years?
Yeah.
I'm more apt to believe that Bernie was either the creator or the one that was like, can I say that? And they were like, go for it.
Go
man.
for it, yeah.
Right? Then to be like, damn, Bernie stole from a 9-year-old boy on something. Right? I'm all for leaving a motherfucker's legacy alone. They ain't here to
Letting it
speak up
rock.
for themselves. Bernie might
I
be
think
like,
we gonna let
nigga,
Bernie
you got
rock.
me fucked up.
Yeah. But we're going to let Bernie rock because he's Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac is a good comedian. But I'm going to ask you, after watching that Cat Williams interview, like, who are your top comedians? Like,
Yeah,
who
but
do you
mine
fuck
are
with?
jaded. Mine's jaded. Me.
You your number one?
Yeah.
You wasn't messing with, like, you didn't get your inspiration from Jim Carrey, from
No.
you said you were 16, so you've been in comedy
comics
for
that I've watched and liked and loved, just like everybody else has.
Yeah.
But as you do the business and you see a nigga do your joke that you fuck with, you like, God damn, nigga, like, Nigga, don't meet your idols.
Yeah.
Okay? You start to be like, you know what? And also this, once you've hit your own 10,000 hours and you are a cold motherfucker in comedy, you watch another comic and they say something dope and your feeling isn't, I want to do that joke. Your feeling isn't, damn, I'm inadequate compared to them. Your feeling is, this nigga got one, that nigga got a good bit. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, yeah.
That's the sentiment. When I'm rocking, I come off stage and my peers are like, nigga, you make me want to go home and write. They're not thinking, damn, I can't do what Nate just did. They're thinking I could come up with some dope shit if I put the time in that Nate has obviously put in behind the scenes. That's when you respect another person's craft and what they do. That for me, that's the most important part of everything Cat was saying. He was saying, this is your favorite? He don't write. This is your favorite? He don't write. That's your favorite? No specials. This your favorite? And that's why he's saying, you see what I'm saying? So then when it comes down to Kevin Hart, who has a shitload of specials and his work ethic isn't even, we can't go at it. The nigga works so hard.
He works so hard, literally.
Right. So then Cat was in teardown mode, competition mode, and he goes after his rise. Like, nigga, how are you on two coasts? Right?
Yeah.
This is the thing. He told you he had a list of 300 comics. He watched their laughs per minute. He did shows with them, and he got more laughs per minute, and then crossed them off. I'm funnier than that nigga. I'm funnier than that nigga. I'm funnier, right? So what does it come down to? It can't be how many specials you got or the quality of the content because comedy is objective. So then it's like, well, how else can I establish my echelon compared to who you thought was number one?
Yeah.
Because today online Cat's wearing hats that say GOAT.
Yeah, but Cat, what I will say about Cat though is Cat is a funny motherfucker. And Cat definitely, Cat is only like, I don't know. I feel like even just him
is he the
still
greatest
being
of all time?
No, you want to know who my favorite is?
No, I don't. I'm going to ask you in a second. What I want to know is, before you saw that interview, did you have an idea of where Cat was in your favorites? And then after it, did it move up some?
No, it didn't.
Did it move down some?
It stayed the same.
Okay.
I don't believe it moved up. It moved down. It didn't move anything. But I feel like...
But we do, though.
Some people are who are easily...
No, we do, though. But we do, though. You understand
like some people?
No, we do, though. Like, this is comedy. And people were like, yo, comedy's competitive?
It is.
Nigga, is it? We're on lineups, and the lineup is determined based on your talent level. If you go first and another girl who started at the same time as you goes second, they are implying she's a stronger act than you. Mm-hmm. So you, in your heart of hearts, can be fine with that. Like, I'm just going to contribute to the show and get my check, and I don't care about the order. Get my back in and
get out. Yeah,
or you can be like, that pissed me off. I am going to go out here and blaze this bitch, and everyone in here that sees it is going to know I should never be before this person on the lineup. Mm-hmm. And it's just a mentality that you have, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I'll say is, since Cat was a younger comic coming up in all those different markets and grinding and coming up, the state of comedy has changed.
Yes, I agree with that. The state of comedy has definitely changed.
The part it has to the outside voyeur, to the person who's interested voyeur, and even to the person in it, comics are actually helping each other now. Whereas before, comics were sabotaging each other. Like,
and that's what we just realized.
You can't find your jacket. You about to go on stage, and this nigga got it in his green room. Like, fuck that nigga and his jacket. Right? Like, that was a thing. The Bay Area Black is the most respected comedy festival in America for, I would say, African-American comedy. That doesn't mean for black comedy. You don't have to be black to do black comedy. But it's the most poignant competition. It no longer is happening. Yeah. But for years, for 25 years, I think they did 28 years of this thing, maybe 30. Tony Spires produced it. It was in Oakland. And anybody who was anybody in the world would fly to Oakland in July and put your best 5 minutes up against everybody else that was the best in the world.
Damn.
And you'd have to go year after year. Yeah. You get to the semifinals, you get 8 minutes. You get to the finals, you leave. You come back a month later. It's at the Oakland Paramount in front of 2,500 to 3,000 people, and it's you and the 8 best people in the country at the time. And you know where you find out where it's at. Am I funnier than the Detroit guys? I'm from Seattle. We don't have an urban comedy scene like that.
We don't.
But I go to the Bay and I'm up against 9 niggas from Chicago that has a very active urban comedy scene. And so then when I come back to Seattle without said urban comedy scene, I'm writing for my success when I get back to the Bay.
Yeah.
I've now seen it. It's like being a track star. You're the fastest person at your school. Then you go to regionals and all you see is butt cheeks for the whole run because you got the kids from the other schools that are free. Like, nigga, I thought I was fast.
Like, no.
I hadn't done a show in my life where I wasn't the funniest person on it. I went to the Bay and was like, these niggas funny.
That's because, and that's where we got to talk about the Washington scene because you was doing majority of your comedy here, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
until you went to
Kinda.
those different
No,
spaces.
I started doing comedy in college at Eastern in Spokane. And then right when I graduated, I moved here for about 6 months. Then I moved to LA. So what I got was the all-white comedy scene in Spokane. Then I got the most white comedy scene, actually segregated comedy scene in
LA.
Seattle.
I feel like
Seattle, right?
that's
Because
mixed.
there's like this active comedy scene here. But as a black comic, you could only work with 2 promoters that do black shows. That's Pierre Cockrell, who say what you want to say, but he threw a lot of good shows. And that's Anthony Tibbs, right?
So do you feel like when you went to LA, it got more like you started being more better at your craft? Or you feel like I was already fire, but I felt like then I had to like ruffle my feathers a little bit more. I had to move a little different because you were at a different audience at that point. Like you said, you had different competitors. You knew you was funny than all the cats here. So over there, you're getting a more
I'll say this.
savage, diverse niggas really from,
If you haven't been writing at the pace of a national recognized act and you're writing at the pace of whatever region you're from, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right? 1. 2, you may be a big fish in your town, but you're not a big fish in LA.
Yeah. That's what I was to say.
Okay.
So yeah.
Like my first experience with LA, I went to Monday night. It was Mo Better Mondays, hosted by D. Ray Davis. And I walked into the improv and I didn't even know this show existed. Coco Brown was like, "Hey, baby, you in town? I'm going to be down at the improv. Pull up." So I go down there with my little DVD that I shot at the Columbia City Theater on Rainier.
Oh, Rainier.
Right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I put my funniest little 35 minutes to an hour up. Paid somebody to shoot the thing and cut it up and put it on a DVD, got a cover and all that. I go down to LA. I'm like, nigga, put me up, man. I got a DVD, nigga.
Slide that in. I'm
The
real
promoter took my
presidential.
DVD and threw the whole motherfucker. Was like, nigga, who are you? I said, on my mama, I'll beat your ass. You just threw my art. He was like, okay, you got some fire in you. As he goes and picks my own DVD up, and it's like, I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Yeah.
Go stand over there with the rest of the comics, man. If you ain't going up tonight, but you should watch the show and keep coming back because if you get familiar with this, I'll fuck with you. Maybe. Go over there. I go over there. And at this time, the improv setup, when you go into the showroom, the crowd is all in front of you and the stage is right there centered to the crowd. And on the right side is no seats and it's all comics standing and waiting. And it's dark. I lean forward looking at everybody else that's standing. As my eyes adjust, I legit see Red Grant, Mark Curry, Cat Williams,
He's
Mike
in the hole.
Epps.
Mike.
I'm Coco. And they are on the show. They're all standing there being like, nigga, throw me up, bro. I said, okay, perspective. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a minute.
You got
right?
it. Yeah.
And 4 months later of showing up, 4 to 6 months, damn near a year of just showing up every Monday and being reliable to be there, somebody missed a spot.
And
That
you
nigga
got
said,
in.
nigga, go up first. I went up. I had 3 minutes. When I tell you, out of the hour I had of Washington was rocking in Washington, after seeing how good people were, I
Reverse
went with
that
my
shit,
best
huh?
stuff,
Yeah.
and I felt like I had maybe 12 minutes. So I took from that 12 and grabbed my 2-3 strongest jokes, and I did 3 minutes and rocked that bitch to where he was like, okay, we got a new nigga that's actually serious. Right? But I had to see the level of creativity, professionalism, and really money and bags and jugs that niggas was pulling down there to be
For
like,
real.
man, I am not a big fish here at all.
At all. And that's
At all.
And that's what I even feel like for myself, even just sitting next to you, I'm like, dang, but I know one day, I'm gonna be sitting in meetings with you and everybody else. So it's like
you're gonna be
you just gotta.
You're gonna be everything you dream of being, and here's why. Your lane is wide open. It's a clear lane.
As fuck
Right.
for Washington, clear as
And
hell.
people would want to argue with me about that. People would want to argue, be like, "How you gonna say she has a better chance of being successful as a black woman than other people?" Right? Yes, it's a turbulent and tumultuous lane to be in as a black woman because it's just how we are treated as culturally as African Americans, how you are treated gender wise as an African American woman. Yes, but name 15 black female content creators. And I mean, even on TV. I'm talking Ava DuVernay. I'm talking Shonda Rhimes. I'm talking Issa Rae. Now start your 15. Name 15. All right, name 10. All right, name 5.
Wait,
You might go B. Simone. You might say Ayo
Pretty
Renee.
V.
You might, okay, Pretty V.
She's pretty cool.
Okay.
They be making their own little
Love
content.
JJP.
Yeah, there's not a.
No, there's more.
Who else? I honestly could say I don't really watch too many people. I be trying to focus on me. I don't get to
Which is
B.
fine.
Simone, Pretty V.
That's fine, but imagine going to the Super Bowl and you don't watch no film.
That's true. I need to get up. I need to
Because you've been accidentally created something that somebody else already has.
Yeah.
Just genuinely being your own. I came up with this. This is crazy. I'm about blah, blah, and then somebody show you
Somebody
Arabian
she
niggas
already doing
it.
this. Yeah,
you're like, damn. Okay, but there's more.
There's more. Yeah, but I feel like
Man, Persephone. Okay. Do you know who that is?
no.
Okay. I'm just naming some black female.
Name some more so I can type these motherfuckers in. Okay.
Ayana. Okay. Daphne Springs. Come on now. It's her birthday today. Nope. Gotta get it right.
Look, I know Pretty V and I know B. Simone and Issa Rae. And the homegirl was like, he got money. Man, he got money. I don't know how to pronounce her name though. But she did the Elementary, the new she just won the award for it. I don't know how to say her name.
She started out. We have the clip. Oh, you got
He
money.
got money. Yeah, she started out doing all that.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna pull up the phone to get it right. Quinta Brunson.
Yeah, that was her name. Yeah.
Quinta Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, content creator. Hold on. I'll even edit it so that I get it right. Sade. Sade. Okay. Yeah, Shade. Sade, right? She goes by it's your girl Sade, Miss Sade. But Sade's a content creator that's on it. Again, Ayana, Courtney, and I don't want to not Callie. It's Callie. These are the girls who are making a living doing social media. Kenesha Buss, who's a Seattle. You know Kenesha Buss? That's somebody you should know. Kenesha's from Seattle. Funny than the motherfucker. She's been on All Def Digital. She's in sketches.
I think she's a light skinned one, right?
Yeah.
With the big titties.
Yeah.
I know her.
So
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
as many as I just named, I got to 9. I think I did another 2. Right. So as soon as you record something and post it and stick it on the internet, you are legitimately just as much of a content creator as everybody
Yes.
I just named.
Yes. And I'm aware that like I'm starting to
I'm
like
saying the list to be in the top 3 or top 5, the wait it takes for you to be like, oh, she's hella fun. Ain't that long because there's not others. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's
as
easier.
you master your craft and people understand Ayo Renee as a force, it's fast. Because when I tell you to name black men social creators,
gosh.
the list it's a long list, and it takes longer for the cream to rise to the crop when the list is as such. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that 100%.
That's why I think you're in a wonderful position. And the other thing I'll say, as I talk more than you in your episode, is I met Paul Mooney in person. And if you know who that is, great.
I know who
If
Paul
you
Mooney
don't,
is.
cool. So I met him in person, And he said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm Nate Jackson." He said, "And where you from?" I said, "I'm from Seattle." His immediate response was, "Oh, you Seattle niggas is dangerous." And I was like, my mind went to, "Yeah, we'll beat your ass." But he was like, "No, Seattle's under the radar. You guys are up there getting funny as hell. Then you come down here to LA and you blow the roof off of everything.
Yeah.
And you
everybody-
leapfrog everybody who's been down here writing and trying to content create because you've been honed in the fire of Seattle of being, a solo act. You have to be a lioness up here. You're by yourself. You got to be a lion. And you don't got the other girls to be like, girl, let's shoot today.
Yeah, you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
He
you have to
acknowledged
do
that to say, y'all go up there and be funny and mother, and y'all come down here and everybody be shocked. Yeah, he's from Seattle.
Because we've been doing it, and we've been doing it solo dolo. And that's why I feel like for me, it's just about like, just keep pushing, keep moving forward, and keep making it happen. Because like I said, I get opportunities like this where I'm sitting across from Nate Jackson, So it's kind of like, you just got to keep pushing, keep moving forward, keep making them see that you're here, that you're working.
That's a trip to me. And I'm just me. Tell me this. Why are you doing this? Fuck the jug. Why are you doing this? It ain't about money.
I feel
Money
like
gonna come.
Money's gonna come, but
You're like, nigga, win.
nigga, I want that money. Okay, but I just do it personally too because I just love to do it. Ever since I was a kid,
Talk
I
about
remember.
that. What?
Ever since I was a kid, I would be like in my room. My grandma used to say, black parents don't believe in nothing that ain't gonna make you no money. That ain't gonna make you no real money. They be like acting. What the hell is that?
Right.
Video director. What the hell is that? You need to go to school and pay attention. So ever since I was younger, I would just be in my room, just making scenes, making movies, mini movies. I swear to you, I'll play every goddamn character, every angle. I was the videographer, the actor, everything. So ever since then, like I really just genuinely, I'm gonna say I love film, right? And all my life, I've always been told I'm just a funny person. Okay. Like anything that comes out my mouth is just naturally funny. Like I'm gonna talk my shit. I can talk shit off the bat of my head and say what I want to say, but I'll be filtering it sometimes. So I'm like, I'm just naturally funny, but usually it's really just film. It's like I've always been into that, right? And I just love it. I just like doing it. I just like seeing people laugh. I like seeing people smile. I like, being able to control a room or control a mood or, if I'm sitting at a table, I know someone's going to laugh just but off the bat of me just being me. So I don't know. Like, I feel like it's just what I genuinely like to do. I can't really give a reason. I feel like besides it's like what I like to do. It's like my creative mind. I can't help what my mind thinks about that I want to put on a piece of paper or put on a video. It just happens. And then, just hopefully that money, if I'm talented and it comes out of being great or being this or, being this good person, winning an Oscar, winning a something, I want to be the person to do that. So I just don't really know. And then as far as like stand up, I feel like I'm funny and I want to give that a shot. Like, but I want to perfect my my sets. I just don't want to get up there roasting a motherfucker. I can roast a motherfucker, but I want to have a set, and do stuff like that. So I just want to perfect the things that God has given me the opportunity to be good at without trying so hard to be good at it. So that's kind of like what I really want to do. And like, I don't really know.
So I heard a couple of things in there.
Yeah.
Your granny was a part of this.
Yeah, my granny was a part of it. But my granny, I'm gonna tell you, like, she was like a hard person though. My granny was kind of like when I was making those things, she was, like I said, like black grannies ain't really like this is bullshit.
She just saw it as like, what you in
What
there
are
doing?
you doing here? You're hella loud. You need to stop.
Okay.
Right? So it was more so like that, like cut it out. I'm getting sick and tired of it. So it was more so just like that. And her helping me out with that, like more like stop it. But she never really stopped me from doing it because I was always going to keep doing it. So she really, I would say she was.
Was there a turning point where she was like, baby, I do kind of get it now?
I would say.
Is she still with us?
No, she just passed away like 2 years ago. But or a year ago.
Okay.
And I started doing my social media stuff.
Okay.
So she started seeing me on her Facebook. She started seeing me. Then she was like, oh, motherfucker, this ain't no joke. So this is really a real thing because she loved her some goddamn Facebook. She'll be on Facebook. That's their Instagram. You know,
Right.
65 and up, they be on that shit all day playing them video games and shit. So she was on there and then she started realizing like, damn, like you really is. You know, I feel like it took me getting out of her house for me to see, because now she's like, you ain't loud in my motherfucking shit. Go out there and be loud somewhere else.
Right.
If that's on the stage, then go do that.
Right.
So I feel like after that, she kind of appreciated it. She started seeing like, damn, this is really a real market. I think
Right.
that's what it was. Like,
Now she's
this
like,
is
you
something-
filming today? I made
yeah,
y'all
you
some
feel me?
cookies.
Yeah, you know, something like that. Like, and even going back and visiting my grandpa and like hearing like my brothers come over, like, you know, Renee's doing this, Ayo's doing this. My grandpa's like, yeah, we heard your brother say everybody in the city be, you know, saying hi to you when they see you and da-da-da. So they're kind of seeing like, oh yeah, it's real. It's a real thing. It ain't no joke.
True. Now, what was your first motive recording yourself? Who gave it to you? And how long before you were like, I'm going to use this for this?
I feel like my first motive was just seeing people like,
No, I mean, like, who gave you your first camera? Or was it a phone?
It was my phone. It was my phone. So back in the day, you could like use your phone and stuff like that. Like the iPhone, when the iPhones first came to be iPhones, I was recording on that. And I would say that was me. Like when I was young, by 16, my grandma was like, you need to get a goddamn job. I was having to pay my phone bill at 16. My other friends was like, my mom's paying my phone bill. Once I got a job, my grandma said, oh yeah, the expenses is on you. Them shoes you want, you buy them.
Yeah.
The clothes you wear, you buy them. So I had to pay for my own phone. After I got my own phone, that was like the inspiration. I got that and I just started doing it. Back then, Vine was the thing. I wanted to go big on Vine so damn bad. And another person who I used to see is Goddamn Zoe. Remember when Goddamn Zoe first came on? He used to do them little movie skits. And he used to really, I don't know why he don't do that no more. Goddamn Zoe, you need to get back on that tip. For real. But he used to do them movie scenes where he used to, you know, be in his house playing every single damn character. And I was like, that's dope. That's dope.
Yes.
And he did that on the phone? He making Tyler Perry movies at the crib? So I was like, I got to eat that one up. So then I just started making my own stuff, making my own stories, making my own storylines, and just.
So you answered my next question, unbeknownst to you, is who did you see as a young person that wanted to get into potentially filming yourself and putting content out that was like, I feel like I could do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who did you see? So Goddamn Zoe, who else did you say is an influence on you to do this?
Goddamn Zoe, when he was first coming out with that. I'm going to even say, you know, I'm going to say Tyler Perry. Okay. I love Tyler Perry's plays growing up and just the storylines and the plots and how he did it. So that was really like a cool aspect of it. But who else on social media? Because that was a long time ago. You know, I'm old. But I really would say it was Goddamn Zoe and Tyler Perry, just seeing how they were rocking and rolling. And you remember that show, Living Color? I think that was a cool one too. Like those sketches and and stuff like that. If I was a kid, I'm going to say, all that. Like
all
that. You know,
okay.
the sketches, all that. Like just seeing that different type of stuff. And I was always at the crib when I was younger. So I was a house kid. My grandma was strict as fuck. You can go out the motherfucking gate. You hear me? Like you better be home.
A house kid?
House kid. You at home watching TV. So I was watching TV a lot. And Disney Channel, them overacting motherfuckers. Oh my God, I can't believe you did that, Rachel. I fell in love with that too. I'm like, shit, I think I could do that. So I was really like a Disney kid, like just watching kids be on TV and being like, damn, like I want to be on TV. I want to do something. If I ain't on TV, then can I write it? You know, and do something like that. So that's when I started thinking about like Tyler Perry and the Goddamn Zoe and the all that type of stuff. You know?
Yeah, that's dope. You had your influences, and then you went after it your way. I'll say this: I know, like I said, I know tons of content creators, and it's actually a through line. It's a consistent factor that a lot of you guys have seen a shitload of TV. You've seen every episode of Martin. You've seen every episode of In Living Color. You've seen every. So then when it comes time to writing something, you write with a voraciousness because you already seen all of that. And it's usually more unique. It's like, I'm trying to write something I haven't seen before, right? Whereas I don't watch a lot of TV, didn't watch a lot of TV. I'm like, man, I got some hella funny shit. They're like, oh, you mean season 7, episode 2 of Martin? I'm like, damn, I thought I made that one up, right? No. But you did. Now, the more you get into this and you start finding those entities that you like, you can get into the credits of them and see who was there, who was in the writer's room, who were the minds behind those Disney shows, who were the minds behind In Living Color, what else did they make, why do you like their style of writing, how has that affected yours, and then it helps. The more you know, the stronger you get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a short path from you making stuff by any means necessary to you making stuff with strategy and a plan and going from writing sketches to writing short films or going from a short film to writing a whole ass movie. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between what you do now and writing a whole movie?
I feel like it's just about how long it takes, right? Because the script is like 2 seconds. It's like you have to come up with more of a plot, right? So that it has to be another plot and another plot and another plot. Versus like I feel like I would say a script is even kind of like writing my book. Like when I wrote my book, it was like I had to come up with another plot, but then the plot got to turn into another one, and then it got to turn into another one. So I feel like when you're thinking about it like a movie, it's like ongoing versus like a skit. Like, this is what I want to execute. We have one plot. We're going to hit it like this, and we're going to have a couple points in there to hit the plot. So I feel like for that, it's kind of a longer process when you're writing a movie versus like quick doing a skit. You get what I mean?
Yes, and you're exactly right.
Yeah, so.
But what I'm saying is the skill set it takes you to write one sketch is the skill set it takes you to write 60 sketches that have a overarching plot, that have a story that is following. You're just guiding which way your sketches are going. We're following DeMonte through this, DeMonte through that.
Oh, like how do I come up?
No, I'm not asking how. I'm just telling you so you know the path between writing sketches and shooting them yourself and writing a movie and shooting it yourself is much closer than you think.
I definitely feel like I know that, but it's just about, like you said, networking. It's about meeting these certain people, putting me in these certain positions. I feel like I have to sit down and really write the movie if I really want a movie. I feel like I already wrote the movie, Cruel Tenderness. I want to turn that into a movie ASAP.
Okay.
You know? A romance erotica, if you didn't know, that's what the book is about. 50 Shades of Grey. It's a freaky book. Freaky book. Think of 50 Shades of Grey, but the black version.
Who's the main character?
Ooh, you're going to be mad. The main character is a white man.
Why would I be mad at that?
You know, everybody now, we kind of like, come on, why we got to write that? Power to the black people. Why the white man got to be, why the master got to be the, you know?
It's a white dude knocking down a black woman? It's a white dude
knocking down a black woman, a plus-size black woman.
You?
No, that's
Why you look at the camera like that?
Hey, because I'm a full plus-size black woman. I'm a plus-size black woman. Ding. Because if you like that book, then go check it out if you're a plus-size black woman. Because we ain't got to like.
You like the smooth white boys?
No, I'm a man.
Seattle.
No, I don't like smooth. I'm a man lover. You could be Asian, white, Puerto Rican, Dominican.
Asians can get on?
Anybody.
Puerto Ricans get on?
Anybody.
Dominicans get on?
Anybody.
So it don't matter. It don't matter.
It don't matter. First I gotta be attracted to you because you can't look like shit.
Okay.
Because I definitely don't want to hit that, right?
Okay.
And then I feel like you just gotta have
niggas.
I'm not hitting niggas. Hey, if I want to lay down with a man, you gotta be attractive.
Who are you?
Hey, look, if I gotta lay down with a man, you gotta be attractive. You cannot be burnt, crispy, and not it.
Okay.
So I feel like I gotta be attracted to you. But I'm a man lover. You know, I don't discriminate.
Gotcha.
So for me, I like them all. If you got a good personality, you're handsome. You know, we could talk. You got, some common sense. You gotta have communication. A lot of brothers, they don't know how to talk. I noticed like with men, they want to talk to you for 2 seconds and then they like quiet. I like a man who could talk. I need me somebody who can go back and forth. And we're not just talking about nonsense. A lot of things. Like we talking about politics. We talking about the economy. We talking about the celebrities. We talking about like
So
all of it.
You low-key a sapiosexual.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
No, I don't. But whatever it is, yeah.
It means you smash horses.
Oh hell no! I don't
Okay, so
smash no
let
horses.
me explain. I just
Yeah, explain that to me. Don't go out here and do it talking like that.
I done seen some shit. You ever seen two comics get into fisticuffs? And why?
Two comics getting a fight. Yes.
You did?
Yeah. I saw Ari Spears get stolen outside the Comedy Act Theater one night.
In L.A.?
Yeah. Like, this was like 98.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, like,
Robin Harris?
Robin Harris already dead.
Damn. So
But
phase on.
I can't remember the guy's name. It was like Marco or something. Yeah, it was weird though, because like the vibe was good that night.
Really?
And then the guy was accusing Aries of stealing a joke.
Damn.
And Aries just walked outside and it was like no talking. The dude like walked up, like said something, and Aries was like, whatever. And the dude was like,
Should be.
I was like, oh. And it wasn't like Aries got his ass kicked. It was
Okay.
one punch, and then Aries covered up, and everybody kind of stopped. But I was just like, whoa. I was like, this is serious business out here in the streets.
What happened with the guy? He just was like, yeah, and left?
Yeah, it was so fast. Like I was like talking to a couple people. I looked over and I saw the dude swinging. I heard like they were talking shit. Like
Right.
it's been going on for a couple weeks.
Okay.
Like dude kept accusing
Little
Aries of
build-up.
stealing a joke.
Got you.
But dude was waiting.
Dang.
Aries walked outside and like dude was like talking shit.
I was there the night Scruncho and TK got
I
into
heard
it.
about that. Did that happen like they say it did?
What did you hear?
I heard TK went outside and Scruncher was covered. They didn't know if it was Scruncher or not. He ran up on him and just hit him with like a two-piece. Boop, boop. Kept it moving.
They fought more than once. So maybe that's one of the fights. But what I saw, so it was Bob Sumner's night on the Tuesday.
We're at Improv?
No, we're at Comedy Store.
Okay.
Main room.
All right.
And TK's on stage. And he's literally like, who raised you? Right? Like he's in the middle, like he's saying that. Scruncho comes in. He's got papers. And the papers are supposedly TK's statement. Like that got Scruncho put in jail
Oh, really? It was over that?
from the last time that they fought.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So the core of it, and I could be wrong, and maybe messy to even say, but basically Scruncho had a lady he wanted that was like, he was like, this is my fiance. And him and TK were cool, they were boys. And I guess she needed to pick TK up or something like that, and Scruncho was like, just don't holler at my girl. And TK was like, yeah, for sure. And then hollered at his girl. And then Scruncho was like, all right, so when I see you, right? And so they had some fisticuffs, and then Scruncho said the cops came by his house, and TK was like, that's his house. And they came and got him, and then he went to jail. So then when he got out, he got the paperwork and went straight to the Comedy Store.
Wow.
And TK's on stage when he walks in, and Scruncho's like, he's like, who raised you? He was like, Scruncho, Scruncho, shut your bitch ass up. And he runs up there, he drops the paper, and when I tell you, before the paper finishes doing this shit, how papers fall,
Yeah.
Scruncho's already got, like, he just jumped up and grabbed TK by the shirt, and they're going, and it was like, that was like two bulls going at that point, but Scruncho got him off of the stage.
Oh, my God.
And then in one two-handed push, he pushed TK, and TK went all the way back. So you know how there's that little exit over there? Like, so say there's the stage, and then to the left there's that exit that
Yeah.
goes out on the
On
sunset.
Sunset.
He pushed him all the way back to.
Holy shit, that's a long way.
It was a strong fucking push, 20 feet or some shit. But he just couldn't get. Like, there was always a table or a chair. He's like, he was falling. And then he caught himself at that little pony fence.
Yeah.
And then they came back to scrap some more, and Bob was just like, nah, we need this night of comedy. Don't do it. Right? It was pandemonium. But yeah, it was a lot of grabbing. Scruncho got maybe 2 or 3 punches off, and then boom, he went out into the door and hopped in the car and was off into the night. And then TK was on the phone. He was like, yeah, they didn't came down. He came down here right now and all that. And then it was like, no, TK, no, don't call anyone else. And then he left, and then there was like maybe 11 people left in the room, and just like, because the door was open, like it just, like cars were just going by, and you smelled car smells. You know what I mean? Like, what in the fuck just happened?
Oh, my God. I've only seen fights in L.A.
Man.
At comedy clubs.
This is how, I don't know how.
I've only seen it in L.A.
I was so close at one point that TK's chest was on my left hand and Scruncho's shoulder was on my right, where I'm like, stop. That's where I don't even know how I got in between it.
Yeah.
It just kept moving until it was like, I was like, oh, like, and that's where it was. And Bob's like, no. So it was crazy.
Oh, I think the guy's name was Marquez the Greatest.
Oh, yeah, that is who. Marquez is from LA. Light-skinned dude, smooth, kind of looks like EL.
Hold on. No, this guy had dreads almost.
He cut his hair though. He was on a heavy set guy. He was a skinny dude.
Skinny, really skinny.
That's Marquez. And the other fight I saw, well, I wasn't there.
That's
but
who.
Aries was fighting with Zoe on Corey's
I
podcast.
saw that.
Where Zoe was fighting with Aries.
Yeah.
What does Aries be doing?
Marquez, they got images of him? Let me sure.
Oh no, I know who Marquez the Greatest is. And he's very talented.
That's the guy.
Yep, that's him. And that's his headshot, that yellow one right there. On top right.
Yeah.
That's Marquez. I don't see him hang out anymore, but he used to always be out there with Mark Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you take me back, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who stole Aries, and then yeah, I don't know why.
And I was
Aries
like, why
got
were they
sucked.
fighting? And they were like, TK gets knocked out once every decade. Now, I haven't been present for every decade, but I'm like, what do you mean? Someone's like, he stole Russell Simmons' card. He stole somebody else's something.
So like Diddy's, Eddie Murphy's watches.
Something that, like, what was he doing?
He
What?
stole Diddy's credit card, supposedly.
A black card or something.
Eddie Murphy's watches.
Okay.
Back in the day. I don't know.
But once a decade. Somebody was like, he was due.
I'm
That
just
was
glad it
literally what
wasn't
they
me.
chalked the whole thing up to.
I'm glad nobody's ever like, fuck, comics never come to me crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I'm pretty laid back though. I'm pretty like,
You be going off on people, though.
not like that.
You be going off on people, though.
Not like that.
You be going off on people, though.
Name one.
People be getting gone off on. New clip. Okay. I went to a club. I don't know the name of the club, but I think it was an improv. And there was a GM there and a lady. And she was real nice. But one of the stories she told me was, you were like, I'm not going on stage until my fruit is cut. My writer says my fruit needs to be cut. Pineapples need to be cut.
No, you're talking about Chanel.
No.
I never would not go on stage because my pineapple wasn't cut.
They said, they're like, Gary Owen.
They're making shit up. They're making shit
Well,
up.
let me finish their lie then.
All right.
They're like, next comedian says Gary Owen, and you don't go out. And then she comes to the groom and she's like, they're calling you out. And you're like, that's what's up. But my pineapples are supposed to be cut, and these are still in rounds.
Am I lying?
So she's like, okay. And then you're like, okay. And so you sit. She goes, okay. You go, okay. You're like, she's like, somebody give me a fucking knife. So she says she has to cut your pineapples and dice them. She dices
lying.
them up.
Who told you
I'm just
this?
telling you what was told to me.
That's a lie. All this is a lie.
Let me finish the lie. They dice up the pineapples. As soon as she finishes the last cut, you're like, and now I'll go perform. Don't even eat them. Walk out, crush for an hour, and then come back and you're like, have my shit cut up next time. That's what my writer
That
said.
sounds so dope. I didn't do it.
Sounds
But that
dope to
sounds
you?
like a fucking dope ass rip. Come back next time. You'll learn.
So that's the legendary story I had. And that through that story, I was like, I
Okay,
gotta
so
have
you-
Gary at the club, but I swear I was like, cut that fucking fruit up.
Let me ask you
So,
something. After working with me for a week.
Did you notice your watermelon was in slices Friday and
Yes, I
diced
did.
Saturday?
It was different.
Because I said, he's being nice because we're cool, but you have got to cut that fucking fruit up.
I did notice that. I did notice. And it was way better cut. It was way better, more flavorful. It didn't hit the rinds. You know what I mean?
It was cut with the tears of fear. It was fear tears.
Okay, since we're going there, like, is my rep a prima donna? Is my rep I'm hard to work with?
That's the only story I have gotten of that.
Okay,
So yes.
it is. I'm hard to work with.
If I only got one story and that is it,
So I'm easy to work with.
no. The only story I had was that you were a cut my fruit up monster.
From one GM.
I didn't talk to two, and the other one was like, that's some bullshit. I
Okay,
talked
that's
to
what I'm
one,
saying.
and the one said that.
So there's never been another story about
I got to
me.
live life through my own eye sockets, and the one story I had, you were. Now you ask me, has that been my experience?
Right.
No, you're super cool. Have the goddamn aluminum water, and everyone's good.
Where's the GM at?
The GM of what?
Whoever this mythical club is.
Still there. The club's real. It's a lady named Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah. I also am very honest. I'm forthright about money. I'm
What
honest about
city?
names. Midwest. I'm not sure which club, though.
Amanda.
It's the club where you do it. If you come out the front door, there's like a kiddie park right there. A kiddie park.
A kiddie park.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's Ohio.
So it's not Columbus
It could be.
or Cleveland or Toledo?
Not Cleveland, because Cleveland's the one that's on the water with the boats outside.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Columbus is in the mall.
No, it's not in a... Well, is it an open air mall?
No.
This is an open air mall.
Is it Toledo then?
That sounds... I don't know, because Toledo has where all the black people bring their chairs down and kick it. So I don't think...
All
it's
you got
that.
is Dayton. It must be Dayton.
Maybe. Dayton.
Dayton. It has to be Dayton. Man, it's probably bullshitting then.
She's a sweet lady, and it all sounded so real.
They probably was lying. Dayton is the one, like, it's on the second floor.
I don't know. I said, you better cut that goddamn fruit up. That's all I know.
That's never happened. So let me think of, like...
If you bitches get me knocked out by Gary Owen, I'm going to be so mad.
Let me think of some
That's how I
stories
felt.
where I could have been perceived as a prima donna.
Yeah, tell me what you did.
So
Gary.
Columbus.
Fuck.
Columbus, Ohio.
It was Columbus.
And
Gary.
I'll never...
It was Columbus, Gary. Are you about to
Listen.
say the same story?
No. Completely different story.
Okay.
But how shit can get twisted,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'll never forget it. Yao Ming was a rookie. It was the first night he was playing against Shaq.
Okay.
So I've never been to Columbus Funny Bone before.
Okay.
So I'm there doing something, and I say, hey, let's stop by the Funny Bone. I'm here in a couple months. So I walk in just to say hi. I don't care who's on the show.
Right.
I came to say hi to management and say, hey, I'm excited. I'm coming here in a couple months. And I'm walking, and that's when I see Yao Ming's playing Shaq. And I go, oh, okay. Sat there for a few minutes, watch the game. And then I go to the door guy. Nobody's like saying anything to me. Not saying hello. Are you trying to get to the show? Nothing, right?
Right.
So the Columbus Film back then had the swinging two doors.
Yes.
So I pushed open the two swinging doors, trying to get stopped, trying to have somebody say, hey, what are you doing here? I'm going to be like, hey, I'm a
Kansas
comedian.
City.
That's a lie, bro.
Kansas City. I was in my phone to find the
That's
right
so
person.
I love Kansas City.
Well, you don't go up unless they cut the fucking fruit. It's Kansas City.
I can't wait to hear this story.
It's Kansas City.
I can't wait to find out. Anyways, Columbus Funny Bone.
Yes.
Walk in. As soon as I opened the double doors, I got rushed by security. I was like, hey, you ain't paying for your tickets. I'm going, I'm not trying to get in. Like, my hands are up.
Right.
Like, they escort me out to the bar. I'm out the bar, and I'm like, yo. I'm not trying to see the show.
That's me. I'm the
I'm a
third one on the
comedian.
wall.
I'm literally going, I'm a comedian, and I go, I'm here in a couple months, and da-da-da. I said, I just want to meet the GM and everything else. It got so blown out of proportion, like, the dude grabbed me and was like, yo, yelling and shit. I go, yo, why's everybody yelling?
Right.
So now I'm sitting at the bar, and I go, can I just see the GM? Like I said,
Yeah.
so the bartender starts talking to me. This is where shit went left. The bar goes, who are you? I said, I'm Gary Owen, man. I said, I'm actually coming here a couple months. And he goes, you like performing here? He goes, now I know you're lying. He goes, I book all the comics.
Wow.
I was like, I literally like this. I go, you're the bartender. Like something like this.
He's the one booking the features.
He goes, he booked the features. I found out.
Right. You're like, what
He goes,
about
he
Dave?
goes, the way he did it too, he was like, now I know you're lying.
He still kept making
I booked all the comics.
He never stopped mixing
No,
the
no,
drinks.
still like this. Hey, this motherfucker.
He's shaking it.
Extra dirty. Right? So I'm going, what the fuck is going on at this club? Like, why is everybody attacking me?
Right.
The GM comes out,
Okay.
right? The girl. And she goes, hi. I go, hey. I said, look, I don't know how this got blown out like this. I go, I literally just come in to say hi. And I'm here in a couple months. And she goes, oh, yeah, well, come on in. I go, no, I don't want to see the show.
Right.
I just want to say hi.
Just want to say hello.
My dumbass stayed to watch this basketball
Yao Ming
game.
Shaq.
Now the show's ending, and now everybody's like, this guy's an asshole. Like, he's gloating that like I won. Because I am still telling the bartender, I go, dude, I'm telling you I'm a comedian.
Right.
And I go, there's no way I'm booked, right?
Right.
My agent calls me Monday. What happened to Columbus Funny Bone?
Damn.
I go, what do you mean? I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm thinking everything's cool. They go, yeah, Dave Stroop, who books
Yeah,
a lot of
Dave.
clubs, he goes, Dave called and said he wants to cancel you from all his clubs.
What?
I was supposed to be at like 6 of his clubs. And I go, what? He goes, yeah, he wants to cancel you. He goes, they said you came in. He was like, you motherfucker don't know who I am. They made it sound like I kicked open the door. I was like, motherfucker, I'm here.
Right.
I was like, that is not what happened, right?
Right.
Nick Nucifero was my agent at the time.
Nick.
He called, calmed everything down. I come to the Columbus Funny Bone a couple months later.
Packed out.
Dave picks me up
Himself.
for press. Yeah.
Okay.
It's tense all morning, right? We're cool, but it's like, it's in the air.
Right.
We get done with press. We get back, and I go, hey, do you want to talk about what happened a couple months ago? He goes, I've been waiting. I was like this. So I told him, I said, dude, all that, the way he told me the story, I go, all that is correct, except I didn't kick open the door.
Right.
I didn't be like, you motherfucker don't know who I am. I go,
Right.
no. I sat at the bar. The show was halfway through, so none of your staff was really out there.
Right.
So I opened the door on purpose to try to get somebody to get the GM. I said, but I didn't kick it open.
Right.
I said, and your bartender did like come at me like, I know you're lying.
Right.
I book all the comics, and that's when Dave goes, no, he helps book our off nights
Yeah,
and the
features
features and
and
shit. And I
openers.
go, oh. He goes, oh, okay, now it makes sense. And now me and Dave's cool as ever.
Right.
The weekend went smooth. I go there every year. It's great. This was like, obviously Yao Ming was a rookie 20-some years ago.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You kicked the door?
No. I pushed it open with my hand.
Did your hand have a shoe on it?
Nope. It was gentle.
Any reference to cut my motherfucking fruit up was said?
Nope. I wasn't even eating fruit at the time. I was eating the prime rib taquitos
Okay.
with guacamole and sour cream.
There you have it.
That was my food of choice at the old Improv. If you know you've been in Improv for years, that used to be the shit.
Prime
on
rib
the menu.
taquitos.
Them prime rib taquitos, nothing like it. Yep. So that was a prima donna story, I guess. Got construed
But what about where something really happened?
like
Something really happened.
at another club.
Anywhere on earth.
I could share another story where I could be construed as a prima donna.
Was there what?
Pittsburgh Improv.
Damn.
They had the only black GM, which is really disappointing because I'm all about black people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there. I get there, and he calls and says, hey, you want to drive yourself to press? And I go, no, I don't know the city.
Right.
And then he picked
When was this though?
12 years ago?
Got it. So this is you got to print out MapQuest directions to get around.
No, the iPhones were out.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the cars, most cars were starting to have GPS
Okay.
in the car.
Okay.
So I was like, what? I never had a manager ask, do I want to drive myself to press?
You didn't want to do it.
Well, I found out why. I mean, his car was kind of filthy.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that's why you didn't have time to clean your car out. So we go to press.
You said that?
No, I was thinking it when he
Okay.
picked me up. So then we go to press. The shows are fine. I got a sore throat. I said, hey, can I get some tea? We don't have any. I was like, well, so what do you want to do? You want to just fucking die up here? So there's a Starbucks right down the street, right? So he brings me some tea that I'm calling him at like 3 o'clock. I need some tea at the club
PM.
tonight. Yeah, like,
Right.
I'm at the club. He goes, we ain't got no tea at the club. I go, well, what are you doing?
You got 4 hours to get it.
I go there. They got the hot water and the tea bags. He goes, yeah, I brought this from my house. I was like, I don't care where you
Fuck where
brought
it's
it
from.
right?
Is it tea?
So now we go to settle. The weekend's over, right? I've already got the issue with that and that, right?
If you say what I think you're about to say,
No, this
you're
is
not
going
a
a whole
prima donna.
This is going a whole different direction.
Okay.
We're going to settle.
He expensed the tea.
No, it's worse. At that time, my contract said I get 2 hotel rooms.
Okay.
I called a couple weeks before. I said, hey, can I get 3 rooms
Right.
at the same hotel? And they was like, the hotel's sold out. They go, so I said, don't worry about it. I'll just have my guys double up. I had like a camera guy and my feature. They know each other. I said, they'll double up. Don't worry about it. Literally 2 days before I get there, they go, hey, we got that 3rd room for you at the Courtyard. And I was like,
At a different
great.
hotel.
No, same hotel I was at on the waterfront. That was the hotel they used to put you
Yeah.
at. I was like this. I go, great. I don't think nothing of it. We go to settle. He expensed me on the 3rd room. And I go, I told you don't worry about it. And he was like, yeah, but you called and we got it for you. I said, but I told you don't worry about it. You didn't
Right.
tell me you were going to take it out of my check. I'm trying to be like, I was there for 4 nights. I said, why don't we do this? Why don't we just, I'll pay for 2 nights. You guys take care of 2 nights. That's fair. Miscommunication. He goes,
Go
no,
half.
no, 4 nights. I was like this. I said, I'm not going to have this discussion with you. I'll call my agent. We'll settle it like
Afterwards,
that, right?
yeah.
Then I go, hey, I'm driving back to Cincy tonight. Can the car service pick my feature up and take him to the airport?
The one that was for me anyway.
Right. No. He goes, no, the contract says you. I was like, it's a body getting in the car. Who cares? I didn't have to tell you I was driving back to Cincinnati.
Right.
He goes, nope, your contract says you. I was like, I'm sorry, was I being a dick this week? And he goes, huh? I go, was I being a dick this week? He goes, no. I go, why you treat me like that? I go, you're fighting me on everything and you're penny pinching.
Right.
He goes, dude, I'm just going off the contract. I was like this. All right. I left it alone. Called my agent. They worked it out. Everything got smoothed over. 6 months later, I get a contract for Pittsburgh, like in 6 more months, like a year later.
Right.
I said, I don't want him in the building. I said, I'll come.
Gary.
I do not want to see him. I do not want to hear an apology. I do not want to hear an excuse.
Right.
I do not want to see this dude. They was like, well, he's the GM. I said, I don't got to come, but I don't want him there. And then sure enough, I came. He wasn't allowed in the building. So when I went to settle it was like some girl. She goes, I've never done this before. She's trying to write.
First of all, you guys take her all the rooms.
Show me the
for all 4
numbers.
days. Yeah.
I was so mad at that dude. I was livid. I was like, come to find out. Now I'm telling the story to a few people. They go, dude, Charlie Murphy snapped on this boy one night. I said, what do you mean? He goes, Charlie Murphy was in the green room smoking weed.
Okay.
This same GM that was penny pitching me and going off, he went into Charlie's dressing room. He goes, hey, there's no smoking in the building. They said Charlie opened the door and said, all right, you got 2 choices. He goes, I can stop smoking weed, but I'm not going up and you're going to tell all these people I didn't go on stage because you didn't want me smoking weed in the dressing room. Or you can get the fuck out and we can start this show. I was like, Charlie's my fucking spirit animal.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the second story that I had a slight issue with somebody.
Right.
That they came back and said Charlie Murphy handled it like I wanted to, but I didn't. There was Birmingham, Alabama, there was a radio morning show, and they told me before I went there.
This is the Dome, Bruce.
Stardome.
Got it.
They told me beforehand that the station, they get great numbers, but they're shock jocks. They like to fuck with people.
Yeah.
I said, I'm game.
Yeah.
Whatever. Literally, I get up there, and this is before Think Like a Man. So they go like this. They go, all right, we got Gary Owen in the building. Where do people know you from? I was like, well, I was in Daddy Daycare. They go, yeah, like anybody saw that. And I was like, motherfucker, I made like 150 million.
Right.
Everybody saw
Right.
that movie. I was like, I've done some duds.
Right.
That wasn't one of them.
That
And I was
wasn't
like,
one of them.
I was like, oh, this motherfucker just reaching, right? I play along. I knew they'd try to go in on me. It was fine. We get off, right? We're driving back, and the GM at the time of the storm, they goes, dude, they go, I wish you were here when Charlie Murphy was here. I go, please share. He goes, Charlie Murphy went on the show,
Please
and we
share.
told him, we warned Charlie everything,
Right.
and Charlie goes, I got it. He said, the guy goes, so Eddie Murphy. Charlie goes, I'm gonna stop you right there. He goes, my brother's name comes out your mouth one more time, I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat. And Charlie goes on the teeth and starts
Yeah.
smiling. The guy goes, hey, he goes, one time. Teeth down the throat. They said Eddie Murphy did not come out of his mouth the rest of the interview. I go, so all that shock jack, motherfucker wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
That's funny when they said,
That's hilarious.
one more time.
Right.
Teeth down your throat. I said, oh my God, I miss Charlie. I didn't know Charlie like that,
He's tough.
but that's just one guy that I was
He's
like,
the one yelling out on Delirious.
oh my God.
The
dude.
heckler is like, we love you, Eddie. Hey, shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
That's him.
Did you ever meet him?
Yeah.
Like numerous times?
No, once. So I met him. I was at the improv, and then they were like, "Oh, there's a bunch of comics down at this place next door." And I didn't know the name of it, but there's like they were known for oysters. And so I go down there and I meet him, and he's just sitting there. There's the biggest oyster plate I've ever seen in my life, and Charlie's sitting in a booth eating oysters. He's like, "What's up, little motherfucker?" And that's it. That's
That's how you met him?
That's it. What's
Charlie
up,
was
little
great.
motherfucker?
I wasn't like,
He was sitting with Freeze Love.
yeah, Freeze is open for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't like, I'm not gonna act like I was super cool and all that, but every interaction I had over the years was always just genuine. He talked to me like he knew me for years. You know what I mean? What's up, Gary? How's it going, man? How's the fam? Just regular shit.
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, it's just how he was. But Charlie had that edge, like, I don't want to fuck with. I don't want to get on this dude's bad side. There's some certain comics you don't want to get on their bad side.
Right.
And I'd always look at him like, I do not want to be on your bad side.
He's one of them.
We were talking about that like Eddie Murphy's like iconic, but Charlie Murphy's like, We was talking about Chris Rock.
And
Tony
Tony-
Rock's like, Tony was like, he would
Tony's
snap
my
on
guy,
the
but
motherfucker.
Tony
I
will,
love Tony,
Tony
but
will stop you in your tracks.
that motherfucker will snap
you
on
say to
people.
me, motherfucker?
Yeah, the
That's
fuck
Tony.
you talking about?
Right.
You eat one of my burgers? What?
You
I ordered
cut
5
my
burgers, bro.
motherfucking fruit, bitch. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
my goddamn fruit cut up?
Yeah, and you meet, like I said, I'm not close with Charlie or Eddie, but worked with Eddie, met him numerous times. Worked with Charlie, met Charlie. Go, oh yeah, Charlie was a protector of this motherfucker.
For sure.
Charlie was. Even though Chris older than Tony, I'm
Tony's
like
a protector.
Oh yeah,
They got
Tony's
another
like-
brother that supposedly is the like Mr. Don't fuck around at all.
Oh really?
Yeah. So Tony
Yeah.
is the party brother.
Yeah.
But we'll go there.
Tony
Tony does the best parties.
I never went out with Tony. I never had a show with Tony. He wasn't out after the show.
Oh no,
That motherfucker
Tony's,
can go.
Tony's out.
He can go.
He's kicking it.
bro.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
We got to wrap because our show, and we got to grab some food real quick.
All
But,
right.
like,
this was awesome.
The diamonds are in there for sure.
I gotta get some pineapples.
Cut up.
Look.